What up, y'all? It's your boy Sid Linus checking in once again. This is the Virtue.News Sports Show, NFL Week 12 preview. We're going to be talking about 6 different games that's coming up in the Week 12. Then we're going to talk about the top 5 teams who we think are the best teams in the NFL right now. But before we get into all of that, make sure that you download the Fanbase app, because we record all of our episodes live in the Fanbase audio room. So if you want to be a part of the show, make sure that you download Fanbase app, join the camp Virtue.News Sports, and follow Sid Linus, and you will get notified every single time that we go live. Also, this show is sponsored by Virtue.News Sports. Virtue.News will take care of all your online news, help, everything you need to know that's going on in the world, you can get from Virtue.News. Now let's go ahead and get into some of these games that's coming up in the NFL in Week 12. Now we know that we are recording this on a Friday. So the Bills and the Texans actually played last night, and we know that the Texans beat the Bills 23-19. So we're not going to go deep into that until next week, because we always do 2 shows a week. We do a preview and we do a recap, and so we'll take care of that game in the recap. But one of the first games I want to really get into is the Indianapolis Colts will be playing the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Indianapolis Colts are 8-2, and Kansas City Chiefs are 5-5. I'm going to be absolutely straight up with you. If the Kansas City Chiefs lose this game, they're probably not going to make the playoffs. And that's really, you know what I'm saying, crazy to think about when you think about Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and Travis Kelce. I mean, they've been in the Super Bowl so much recently, won Super Bowls recently. And to think that it's come a time where they won't make the playoffs, it kind of means a new era. But, you know, in all dynasties, they have to rebuild. They have to go find new talent, things of that nature. People don't remember that when the Patriots, when they're 6, in the middle of their 3, they won their first 3. Then there was a 10-year gap before they won the next 3. And so, you know, dynasties take falls or whatever, but it would be interesting to see that if the Kansas City Chiefs lose, what will happen to Andy Reid? What will happen to Travis Kelce? He came out today and said that he doesn't know until, I guess he's not going to make any announcements about whether or not he's coming back in 2026 until the end of the year. But Patrick Mahomes still looks good. I mean, he's still putting up great numbers, 2,625 passing yards so far, 18 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 233 for 361 yards. The Indianapolis Colts, they still have the guy who I think is the MVP, which is Jonathan Taylor, 189 carries for 15 touchdowns. He's already over 1,000 yards this year. Quarterback Daniel Jones, 223 for 319, 15 touchdowns, 7 interceptions for 2,659 yards. Now, I'm a little concerned with how much Daniel Jones is turning the ball over lately. He threw 3 interceptions one game and had 2 strip sacks. Turned the ball over. It may be somewhere between maybe around 7 turnovers in the last 2 games. He can't turn the ball over like that if he wants to beat the Kansas City Chiefs or some of these other top teams. He cannot do that. And he's been playing great most of the year, but these last 2 games, his turnovers are just killing him. And you know, Jonathan, if it's going to take Jonathan Taylor to have 250 plus yards from scrimmage in order for you to win every single week, I don't know if they're going to be able to win each week. So hopefully Daniel Jones can stop turning the ball over, and his team can go ahead and try to go ahead and claim a number 1 spot in the playoffs in the AFC. We're just talking about what you think about the Indianapolis Colts and Kansas City Chiefs game that's coming up this weekend.
I think that's going to be a marvelous game. I'm on the edge of my seat for that one right now. Like for real, because so much can take place, man. Kansas City, have they lost? I know I'm joining in late, so you may have said some of this, but have they lost 2 in a row at this point?
Oh man, I don't know if they've lost
I
2 in
think
a row.
so they just played. Who did they just lose to?
They
I'm
lost to
sorry.
the Broncos.
They lost to the Broncos. Okay, prior to that, they played. Oh
Oh,
my goodness.
Detroit.
They played Detroit. They have lost
Yeah.
2 games in a row.
Yep.
The Kansas City Chiefs could possibly lose 3 games in a row, and this would happen. This would be the first time that that's happened in the Patrick Mahomes era. I'm certain of that.
Yeah, for sure.
So, with that being said, not that losing 3 games in a row breaks their season, but I mean, at this point, it's the emergency button is been pressed. Sirens are going off. They're blaring right now. I mean, as you said, the last 2 weeks that the season is shaping up. The picture is coming clearer and clearer. They cannot afford to lose this game, man. Like, they simply cannot afford to lose it, but they are up against a formidable opponent because the Colts are not playing. I promise you that. They've shown some vulnerability on defense. The Chiefs have. So Jonathan Taylor, if he goes into Arrowhead and has himself a day, man, I could see the game going either way. But if I have to get emergency and reaction to be able to handle certain games, I give the edge to the Chiefs. But team-wise, at this moment, I would have to give the edge to the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. What concerns me is just that Daniel Jones turning the ball over lately. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like 7 turnovers in the last 2 games. Because I know against the Steelers, he threw 3 interceptions and had 2 strip sacks. And then I'm pretty sure the last game they played, he had like a couple interceptions as well. So it's like he's turning the ball over like crazy, and he can't go in the Arrowhead because the Chiefs are 4-1 at home. He can't go in the Arrowhead turning the ball over like that and expect to win.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, like I said, the Chiefs historically know how to handle these situations better than their opponents. Given depending on the situation.
Yeah.
But so with this particular situation, Andy Reid coach, Patrick Mahomes quarterback-led team, I'm giving the edge in that instance. But talking about the type of ball that's being played, when we're talking the type of ball, and we know that doesn't mean anything. Anything can happen any given Sunday. But the type of ball that's being played, I give that edge to the Colts. But a desperate Kansas City Chiefs on the ropes,
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, they've done it so many times over the years. They're always hard to pick against. So let's go to the next game. We got the Cleveland Browns against the Las Vegas Raiders, and usually I wouldn't even highlight this game.
He's got 10-yard fight versus versus high impact. Yeah. That's what that is. You remember that game, the arcade game, when you get hit and all your clothes fly off?
Yeah. I was trying to think of that movie. I wish I could call Ray up right now. We was talking about this game earlier today, and I was like, "Yo, man, this joint is like." I'm like, this ain't even Madden. This is like the football arcade game. And I was looking for the name High Impact, but I couldn't get it. But that's what it's going to look like in this game. Crosby going to have a field day, to be honest with you. He's going to have a field day. I hope that Shedeur is prepared. It's definitely a winnable game for either ball club, to be honest with you. But I do want Shedeur to look much better than he looked in the second half against the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? They say he practiced with the first team, got the first team reps all through the week. You know what I'm saying? He is a rookie. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't expect a 300-yard game from Shedeur Sanders. I don't expect that. But we'll see if we see anything out of him that looks better than what we've seen from Dylan Gabriel. You know what I'm saying? And that might be enough to win the game. You know what I'm saying? If Dylan Gabriel was playing and he played decently, I think the Browns could still win this game. So we will see. We will see exactly what happened, and it'd be great to evaluate and great to talk about, because this Shedeur topic is just a gift that just keeps on giving. But if he plays really well, do you think that they should start him, or you think that for the next following week, or do you think if Dylan Gabriel comes out of concussion protocol, they should go back with Dylan Gabriel? Because even after the game against the Ravens, Kevin Stefanski said, Dylan's our starter. So I'm wondering if that will change if Shedeur looks really good. But and then I'm just worried about I'm worried about the Raiders, man. I don't know. I got a lot of well, Pete Carroll, I used to couldn't stand him because
likewise.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he grew on me though.
He grew on me, man. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff at USC. I'm a 49ers fan. Can't stand the Seahawks. But he's a better coach than this, and so I'm worried about what's really going on over there. But sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you just have a bad year. This is just a terrible year. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead. You go ahead. Take it from
there. I don't think this is a coaching issue, and it could be, but I just don't think it's a coaching issue. I think the personnel is just extremely lackluster.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hate to say this, and I guess I have a biasness because I wish he would have came to my Washington football team, but I think they should have got rid of Max Crosby. The reason I say that, and I don't usually say that type of thing about star players, I think they really needed to free up some money to try to get some play. Again, that is not a slight on or a knock on Max Crosby, but they needed to free up some with them dollars at, because they need help over there bad. Personnel, like the personnel on the field, it's just not, they're just not talented enough, man. And see, I feel like they tried to do that too late because they went and got rid of Jacoby Myers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But no, y'all should have did that off season instead of selling the farm and giving that farm to Max Crosby. They should have opened that up and acquired some players. But I'll say this. This might sound crazy, but I think that the Cleveland Browns should win this game. And the reason that I say that is because the Cleveland Browns have a stellar defense, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
And, so I give them the edge. And the Raiders are struggling on all facets. That's tough to say. Some teams have a good defense, poor offense. Some teams have a good offense or decent offense, horrible defense. Some teams excel on special teams. Got a great field goal kicker. You know what I'm saying? You usually can find a positive to say about something or some squad. But the Raiders are struggling all around the globe, man. And if that, so I wouldn't necessarily start, to answer your question. I got away from that. But to answer your question, I don't know if I would start. Shedeur would have to throw 250 and 3 touchdowns for me to give him the start or not. And I say that because it's against the Raiders.
Yeah. Yeah.
Him shining against the Raiders wouldn't wow me to the point that I say, oh man, he's doing way much better than Dylan Gabriel. If he throws for like I said, 250, north of 250, 3 touchdowns, then I'm going to say, okay, maybe y'all need to compete for this starting job in practice from here on out. That's how I would do that. But again, this is the Raiders, man. They look, we beat them, and we haven't beat anybody. So that's one of our 3 wins.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's a good bar. I think that's a good bar to set. You know what I'm saying? He if he throws over 250, you know what I'm saying, throws 3 touchdowns, you know what I'm saying, I definitely think there needs to be like a reevaluation. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Anything other than that, you know what I'm saying, it's
It's premature.
It's premature, but I might be at the point where I still might say, as long as he's not out there just like turn the ball over and just look highly just like not ready.
Mm-hmm.
I think and they get the win. I think I might start like a competition at this point. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why I say that is because it's not like Dylan's. You treat players differently where you draft them. You know what I'm saying? So if Dylan Gabriel was a first round pick, I would say nah. You know what I'm saying? Or even a second round pick, I would say nah. Let him rock the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? Or if he's a first round pick, let him rock the rest of the year and into the next year. But when you start getting to the third round, I don't think they're above quarterback competition. You know what I'm saying?
On. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You start to get it. It's like nobody's gonna call for the Titans to bench Cam Ward, no matter how bad he plays. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get drafted that high, you get that leadway. You know what I'm saying? And so I just don't know that being a third round draft pick deserves that much leeway. But I agree with you. Anything north of 250 and 3 touchdowns, I would start being like, okay, maybe we need to make a switch. But anything other than that, I would say maybe let's just see how I go from week to week.
Right.
And I don't even think that's the best for them. Like, I don't know, cause it's just a weird situation because even if you think about it, like rookie quarterbacks need some sort of security. So it's like then if you put them in a competition each week, ain't no security.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I don't know, cause some decisions gotta be made. But let's move over to this other narrative, man. We got the Eagles playing the Cowboys, man.
Oh man.
We got Jalen Hurts. He's shy of 2,000 passing yards so far. 182 of 269 passes, 16 touchdowns, 1 pick for 1,995. We got Dak Prescott, 2,587 yards, 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. We talk about the Cowboys, we talk about their receiving core. I hope they doing what they got to do and showing up. What they do? They have a party or something? What they do? Did anybody disclose? Were they just late showing up last week or something?
I don't know, but I know one thing. Tom Coughlin ain't coaching.
Oh. Yo,
I know that much.
If you show up late, you got to sell your house. You got to get your house up to Tom Coughlin.
Listen. Tom Coughlin said, if you on time, you late.
Yeah, straight up. Hey, that was a slogan by our basketball coach at college, too. He said, if you 15 minutes early, you on time. If you on time, you late. And
I heard that.
Yeah, he said, and if you late, don't even bother showing up.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow. Yeah, that's that dude he came from the Tom Coughlin tree.
Straight up. But
that's the leeway. That's the leeway that these players are getting, man.
Yeah.
With these new age coaches, you ain't doing that in no George Seifert or Tom Landry or Chuck Noll. But
nah.
I digress.
Nah. And Keon Coleman, that's his name. Out in the Bills, he he got a nerve to be dancing and doing the Dougie and all that. And come on, man.
Healthy scratch. Look. I don't want to be a healthy scratch working at my 9 to 5.
Yeah, straight up, man, straight up. But I got the some people are picking Dallas, man, because it's in Dallas, that beautiful stadium they got out there, the AT&T Stadium.
And money talks. Jerry Jones.
If this was a Sunday night game or Monday night game, I'd say the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
The Eagles still got a chance. It's a 4 o'clock on the East Coast, 3 o'clock here. It's on Fox.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going with the Eagles though, man.
I'm definitely going with the Eagles.
Okay, you definitely go. Okay.
Yeah, that defense. Listen, Cowboys given this the whatever week it might be, the Cowboys can have a high-powered offense, but I can see that Eagles defense shutting them down.
Yeah, I can see it too. I definitely can see it too. calls are preferably going to go in the Cowboys' way. I think the best chance the Cowboys got is just like the Eagles been playing. Try to keep it low score.
Yeah.
Try to dominate the clock. You know what I'm saying? And keep it low score. Let AJ Brown get all upset. You know what I'm saying? And see if you can. You know what I'm saying? See if you can win like that. Yeah, they got to get that dude. No disrespect to AJ Brown. I think you're an exceptional talent, bro. But they got to get that man up out of there, man.
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. You had a heck of a deal that you threw on the table a couple weeks ago, and I still think about that. Where you was saying the Addison thing, man. I salivate over that deal because that's just a perfect situation. I feel like
perfect situation. You take AJ Brown, go to the Vikings for Jordan Addison and a first round or a second round draft pick. I think both teams would take that deal on the table because number one, he goes to the Vikings. It's him and Justin Jefferson on each end, so that's it automatically makes you probably having the best tandem of wide receivers in the league. And then you go to the Philadelphia Eagles, you still getting a great receiver on the other end. You're not giving them that many targets anyway, so you still got a great receiver on the end. And then you got a first round, second round draft pick to beef up whatever you want to beef up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then you getting the headache. You getting the tweeting and the deleting out of the way. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But what you're doing is you're ruining J.J. McCarthy's career if you're in the front office of the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh my goodness.
Because that's too much pressure for a young man to deal with, to have Justin Jefferson on one end, who's been, he's been handling his business pretty well. Even when he's not getting the ball, he hasn't been,
Yeah.
But his would-be counterpart over there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's too much pressure for a young man.
Way too much.
Yeah, that's like remember Carson Palmer when he had to deal, and he wasn't even a young man, but remember when he had to deal with Ocho and T.O.?
Oh, Ocho was talking about that the other night.
Oh, really?
He said, hey, T.O. ain't gonna be quiet about his disagreements with getting the ball. I know T.O. He ain't gonna be quiet. I said, he ain't. He ain't. Nah, nope. He ain't. You don't pass. He the reason he ran Bledsoe out the way.
Man, he'll do it though.
Yep. So yeah, man. So. I'm picking the Eagles. Let's move to the next game. We got the Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. This is the Sunday night game. Tampa Bay is 6-4. Los Angeles Rams 8-2. Both of these guys are having very great campaigns. With the Tampa Bay Bucks losing as of late, Baker Mayfield's kind of slipping out of that MVP race, but he's having an exceptional year. You can't really say anything about that, but Matthew Stafford is, I would say he's top two, probably in the MVP race right now. 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 2,557 yards. Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
It's just what more can you really say about Los Angeles Rams at this point? I do pick them to win this game. I heard that, if I'm not mistaken, Bucky White is not going to play Sunday. I think that came out today.
Hold on, who you talking about?
I mean Bucky Irvin. Yeah.
Okay.
My bad. Bucky Irvin is not going to play on Sunday. And I think that defense just has so many problems. And I think, to be honest with you, I think the Rams may put up 40 in this game, 35-40.
They may. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you got. Boo?
Yeah, I'm kind of tracking with you. That sounds pretty accurate, man. I mean, they need Bucky Irvin in this game if they had a chance to win it. And again, I don't want to say they don't have a chance, but they would need a healthy Bucky Irvin. I think they would need at least Godwin or Evans to accompany Ibuka. They need to get Cade Otton more involved in the offense because he's a tight end with pretty good hands, but it reminds me of when Detroit played Philly last week. I didn't say this, which I should have said on the last show, but the Detroit Lions really needed Sam Laporta. I think he's underrated. Sam Laporta is one of the best tight ends in the league. If you're going to beat a
Yes.
defense like that, you got to have everything that you got. And this Rams defense is kind of making teams have to play like that, where like you need everything that you have. That defense is playing good ball, man. That the front four, the linebackers, the corners, the safeties, everybody's doing their job over there. So I think that the Tampa Bay Bucks are. I don't think without their full complement of players, I don't see it happening. Like you said, the Rams could. As a matter of fact, I'll say the Rams could easily put up 40 to 45 points.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's move over to the Monday night game, which is my squad. You got the Carolina Panthers coming to play the San Francisco 49ers. Carolina Panthers are 6-5. San Francisco 49ers are 7-4. This game might be really mean a lot to both of these teams because both of these teams are scratching and clawing trying to get into the playoffs. Panthers probably would, if the Buccaneers lose and the Panthers win, you know what I'm saying, they would have a route to take over that division and get into the playoffs that way. I do not foresee 49ers winning the NFC West, but I still think that they have a way to get into that 6 or 7 spot in the NFC. I think the 49ers are playing well. We look really good against Arizona with Brock Purdy coming back, being able to extend plays, got George Kittle into the game. Man, I wish we could get Brandon Ayuk back, man, but I don't foresee that happening. But we're going to have to outscore teams because our defense is so banged up. We're going to have to put up 30, man. And the Carolina Panthers are playing really good. But I do think we're going to edge it out, man. Probably, I'm looking at a score maybe like 30-21. We're going to have to really put some points on the board, and I think we've been really well coached this year, even with all our injuries. We've been really well coached. Christian McCaffrey is playing really good as of right now. I do want to go on record and say I am proud of Bryce Young and the way he's been playing this year as well, and especially Dowdle or whatever, the running back.
Yeah,
I'm proud of him too. Really playing well this year, and I think they're working on turning that narrative around in Carolina. But what do you think?
I'll give this quick take, and I got to run because I've got an ailing wife over here.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
I see a 27-17 game in favor of the 49ers. I, too, am proud of Bryce Young. I think up here, actually, a couple weeks ago, I talked trash about him.
Yeah.
And look, this is not to say that I'm sold on him, but I am very proud of the way he's handled himself out there. I think he threw for over 400 yards last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exceptional, man. And like you said, Rico Dowdle, whose career could have very well been over, but he took charge of the opportunities that he was presented with, because with Chuba Hubbard going down and him stepping in, he made it hard for that offense to make a decision. And that dude, he's playing some ball, man. I agree with you. I don't know, even past this year, I don't know how that Brandon Ayuk situation is going to turn out. It just seems a little weird to me.
Look, we'll go ahead. Look, the offer still stands. Brandon Ayuk in the second-round draft pick for A.J. Brown.
Right on.
The offer still stands.
Right on. I understand. Yeah, I mean, and for this particular game, I think the Carolina Panthers, they have a good defense, depending on which week, which defense shows up from week to week. But they've played extremely well a few weeks here and there, and then other weeks not so well. But with y'all getting y'all sea legs back and trying to prove that y'all belong in that playoff conversation, I think the 49ers will come out with something to prove. I think y'all will score, like I said, 24 to 27 points. And I can't see the Panthers going. No, I know y'all have some issues on defense, but I can't see them going north of 17 points. So I definitely expect y'all to come away with the win.
Okay, cool. That'll take us to 8-4. I think looking at that, especially with the way Detroit is playing, like there's some really good teams. It's weird. It's like there's some really good teams who don't have records like they should, and then there's some teams that are just playing out of their mind, like the Bears. You know what I'm saying? And like Carolina. So it's like, it's gonna shape up. It's gonna shape up.
Yeah.
I just hope we able to get one of them 6 or 7 spots.
That Bears thing is gonna tell on itself though.
Or did they play the Steelers this week?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You think it's gonna start this week, or you think it's gonna?
I mean, the verdict is out on that. I'm gonna be honest with you. With Mason Rudolph or Aaron Rodgers under center, I think that the Steelers can beat the Bears. Now, the Steelers are a weird team because while they're a run-first team, I don't like a lot of weeks. I don't like the way they execute. And
me neither.
It seems like they could be. It seems like they're underachieving. I'm not saying they've got a exceptionally well juggernaut offense, but they've got enough pieces where I feel like they should be doing more. I know it seems like I lean on the tight ends a lot on the show, but you've got Freiermuth and you've got Darnell Washington, who is like 3 men in 1. So I'm just saying, if I have that, I'm gonna run a lot of 2 tight end sets to free up my wide receivers or to run some screens. I just feel like they could just be doing more. But like I said, with either guy on the center, I feel like they can beat the Bears. I feel like the Bears they're doing what they're supposed to do, and they're doing actually better than I thought they would be doing. But I just think that's going to tell on itself whether it starts this week or next week. I see the Bears missing the playoffs. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see them winning that division when it's all said and done.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go. Okay. So you said
I'm
who do you think will win?
Sign off.
Oh, you about to say okay? I'll talk to you later.
Okay, cuz.
All right. Rodney Ricks with some great inside stuff. So let's go ahead and go to our top 5 power rankings, the top 5 teams, and then we're going to go ahead and get out of here. My top 5 teams going into Week 12 in the NFL. Number 5, I have the Broncos. They beat the Kansas City Chiefs last week. They're coming to their own. Bo Nix is playing really well. Sean Payton is coaching very well. Their defense is playing really good. I'm sorry, they're a tough team. Broncos at number 5. Number 4, I have the Patriots. Drake May is playing beyond his years. He's calm, cool, collected. They got a great receiving core: Stephon Diggs, Hollins, my man Travion at the running back, very fast. I mean, they got, and they're also another tough team, a very tough team. So I got the Patriots at number 4. Number 3, I got the Colts. I was debating whether or not to have the Colts at number 3, but it seems like to me that if Daniel Jones continue to turn the ball over, they're gonna see themselves out of this top 5 very quickly. But if he can hold on to the ball, not turn it over, make great decisions, along with Jonathan Taylor, who is my MVP so far this year, I think that they will be a top team in this league. And so right now I have them at number 3. Number 2, I have the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams look great. I mean, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Matthew Stafford. I mean, they just look, they're a very great team. And Sean McVay, they're well coached. They've been here before. They've been through it before. Matthew Stafford, a very high MVP candidate as well. I have them coming at number 2. And they just beat the Seattle Seahawks, so they're at the top of the NFC West. And number 1, I have the Philadelphia Eagles. And I know sometimes their offense is not dazzling, but Jalen Hurts has not turned the ball over. He has 20 touchdowns or 22 touchdowns and only 1 interception. And those touchdowns are run and pass. And I know A.J. Brown is upset, and I know they wish they could get more targets and things like that, but they are a run-first team and a great defense team. The defense has been playing great as of late, and I think Eagles are the best team in the NFL right now. That is my top 5 power rankings. We're going to go ahead and end the show on that note. Please pay attention to me. Please make sure you download the Fanbase app. Make sure that you always logging on to virtue.news. Make sure that you follow said Linus on fan base. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. Always check out our shows on YouTube, and always check out our shows on wherever podcasts are found, Apple, Spotify, everything like that. All right, y'all. Keep God first, and I'll holler at y'all later. All right, peace.